On this episode of Ask Ambika Anand, Ambika speaks to couturier Pankaj Ahuja of Pankaj and Nidhi, where they talk about his first couture collection being showcased at the India Couture Week 2019, along with answering all your wedding related queries.
Hello and welcome. Today we have with us designer Pankaj from Pankaj and Nidhi. In a few hours from now, they are going to showcase their very first collection at India Couture Week 2019. What can we expect?
Well, it's going to be a surprise, hopefully, but we've made something special. It's our first Couture Week outing, and we've put all our heart and soul in this. It's been months of preparation. So you'll see a new glamorous avatar of Pankaj and Nidhi, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that experience of a more luxurious version of Pankaj and Nidhi's vision. Can't wait to let it unveil.
And what silhouettes and what color palettes can we expect?
So, Ambika, we researched a lot on the colors. We saw this film called Elizabeth by Shekhar Kapoor about a dozen times to inspire us, because we were in this sort of Renaissance mood. And the colors we've actually drawn from that kind of backdrop. So there's beautiful chromatic yellows, there's the most subtlest of powder blues and greys, and then the collection sort of transcends into a sort of gentle metallic rose pink, going on to almost like whitish silver, and then ending with sort of profusion of metallic gold. So there's this whole metallic overtone to the collection, and a lot of shine.
And any interesting silhouettes?
Yes, we've very happily embraced the Indian lehenga. Very proud to have done that. I mean, we live in this country, and the girls need that as a silhouette to wear for their special occasions. But the lehenga is a skirt also, and a skirt is a lehenga these days. So it's like an amalgamation of the Indian and Western sensibility. We've done some very nice long dresses, but sort of form-fitting, and there are lehengas with trails at the back, and there's a lot of emphasis on separates, which is a sort of new sort of direction for couture. For us, at least, we want to represent the fact that you can also not mix and match, so to speak, but you can also be a bit more versatile in terms of how you want to dress up. So you might buy a Pankaj and Nidhi crystalline blouse, but you might want to not wear it with the skirt that you bought it, but you want to wear it with your grandmom's sari maybe, and keep it.
Sounds very exciting. I can't wait to watch it. Now, some of our viewers wrote in with a few questions, and we would be delighted if you answer them.
Sure.
Supriya Shastri asks, which is the best sari color for a traditional Karnataka Brahmin wedding?
I think it'd have to be some tone of red. I think a deep red, of course, comes to mind immediately, but I think an ivory and red combination with a dash of gold, I mean, you can never beat that. Whether it's from any part of the country or any part of the world, it'll look beautiful.
All right. The next question is, which sari looks best for South Indian bride? Would it just be silk, or what do you recommend?
I think there's a certain sort of beauty to the Indian textiles. It really doesn't matter whether it's cotton or it's silk, or it's it could be a jamdani, it could be a kanjivaram, it could be a dharmavaram sari, and they all are so beautifully and intricately made with so much love. I think they're the weave matters for me more than the actual count.
So which weave would you recommend?
I'm biased towards Dharmavaram, because everybody speaks about Kanjivaram, but Dharmavaram is also beautiful, and I think it should be worn by more.
All right. The next question is, how should I finalize my outfit for the wedding in terms of the barat and the reception? Do I wear separate outfits?
If it's a function on the same day, yes, by all means, it's your special day. You have to go out there and make the most of it, and it's wonderful if you have the opportunity to be able to change and do distinct looks. But I would reckon that if it could be kept in an Indian sensibility from start to finish, it's nicer than changing from an Indian gown to an Indian dress to suddenly a very westernized dress. That might look very awkward.
All right.
So keep the sensibility intact.
All right. The next question is, how can we add European influences to our trousseau?
Well, you could go for a silhouette which allows you a slightly westernized top part. So you could have a slightly off-shoulder silhouette or a halter neck silhouette. Your back could show a little bit more. Sheer back always looks very pretty. So those are sort of westernized influences which could make your Indian outfit look more contemporary, more European.
All right. The next question is, how does one store and maintain rich fabrics used in weddings?
You have to wrap them up in the softest muslin fabric, and always keep them wrapped in fabric, and try and keep them in temperature controlled rooms, which are not the easiest to do. But wrapping it in muslin or what we call malmal usually helps.
Even your clothes, some of them have a lot of embroidery, a lot of layers of fabric. So how do you recommend people store? Muslin again?
Muslin is good where you can fold a garment, but if it's something very soft and fluid, I would recommend not to leave them on hangers, because believe it or not, things lengthen as they hang in your wardrobe, and it could grow longer by even up to an inch or so by the time you take it out for your next wear.
Oh my God, I'm going to remember that. My whole wardrobe is on hangers. Anyway, a unique color combination for a bride's fere other than red and maroon.
Oh, there's beautiful yellows. There's sort of salmon pink. I mean, I love salmon pink in its various shades. So I think a beautiful salmon pink would do it for me.
All right. Well, we're in conversation with designer Pankaj Ahuja from Pankaj and Nidhi. We'll be asking him more questions on the other side of this break. Please suggest something for the haldi ceremony.
Haldi, well, conjures up this vision of yellow, and have a look at our show, and there's this beautiful chromatic haldi sort of yellow in the beginning of the show, and maybe that works for you.
What is the latest trend of saris? That's a question from Shampa Gulgulia.
Okay, so Shampa, there's a lot of trend for tailored saris. As you know, that girls these days don't want to fuss with wearing, and draping saris. We might even be showing something along those lines today. But honestly, I love the traditionalness of a draped sari. You can get someone's help to drape it on you. There are lots of beautiful girls out there who know how to drape saris. Your mother, somebody in the family. So for me, I'm still a bit of a traditionalist. I would like to recommend a classic 6-yard sari, which you can drape beautifully, and that kind of grace cannot be matched by any pre-stitched sari at all.
I love pasted saris. I have to declare. Aishwarya asks, the best bridal outfit.
Well, that's a tough one to answer, Aishwarya. It depends on what you like, but for me, the silhouette has to be a two-piece, a beautiful blouse which has to be immaculately tailored and well fitted, and showing a bit of your waistline, and then a nice skirt or a lehenga with not too much volume. I think too much volume is not necessarily a good thing now, and I love traditional things. I'd love for you to wear a Sabyasachi or a Rohit Bal. I mean, they do beautiful, astoundingly beautiful work. So yeah.
Naksh 2183 asks, I have my sister-in-law's wedding in December. Please suggest some classic royal looks.
Sister-in-law's wedding, so maybe you could be different and wear an asymmetric jacket, maybe a structured jacket with a long sort of trail at the back, and wear it with these slim stiletto shoes and nice tailored pants for a different look. A full sleeve jacket, fully embellished. We've shown some looks like that. We will be showing. Would be a change, I think, for the sister-in-law's wedding. You won't be outshadowing her, and you'd also be complimenting her.
Lovely.
A delicate one when sister-in-laws are involved.
That's such a great thought. Kuldeep asks, what to purchase first, jewelry or the clothes?
Oh, okay. Kuldeep, well, they both have to be done at some point or the other.
What do you buy first?
For me, it I think begins with the outfit. It has to. I mean, and then you can't buy jewelry and then go looking for outfits. You have to love your outfit first. I don't know, it just makes more sense, I guess.
All
I don't know
right.
if you asked a jeweler a question, they'd probably say buy jewelry first, but you need to, when we work in fashion, we design the look top to toe, and then we look at accessorization. So accessorization usually happens after the dress is completed.
So Rashmi Sharma asks, what's the best jewelry combination with micro velvet wine red lehenga for the wedding?
Okay, micro velvet sounds a bit polyestery. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd rather you go in for silk velvet, which doesn't have that cheap polyestery kind of shine. But with a micro velvet or a silk velvet lehenga in a red color,
Wine.
in a wine color,
Wine
it
red.
would probably, well, if it's for a traditional function, you'll have to offset it with a sort of gold jadaus. I don't know. I'm not a great one. I don't know much about jewelry, but I guess a traditional jadau set would work best.
All right. Beach wedding wardrobe.
Definitely something from Pankaj and Nidhi, because we're all about destination weddings, and I normally don't want to propagate my own brand for everything, but this is a collection which has been made for destination weddings and cocktails and receptions. So if you're maybe getting married on the beach in Krabi or some other exotic location like the Maldives, please wear one of our silver metallic lehengas. I think you look very, very nice.
All right, that sounds like fun. So, take us through which destinations would work, keeping in mind your brand new couture collection
Okay,
for the brides and the guests.
Sure. Destinations, right?
Yes, since you said it's targeted towards destinations. So, where people traveling to which parts of the world can consider wearing Pankaj and Nidhi?
I think, well, to begin with, in India, it could be any of the coastal places, or it could be somewhere in Rajasthan as well. I could imagine some of our golds being worn more in like Rajasthan, or and the silvers and the metallics perhaps more on beachy kind of places. So it wasn't designed like that, but now that you asked this very interesting question, I think we'd probably see the gold in a more traditional setting, and the silvers and the metallics perhaps in more beachy, resorty places, or even a luxury cruise wedding.
Can't wait to see it. Akanksha Jain asks, a bridesmaid's outfit for a Malayalam wedding apart from the traditional Kerala sari.
Well, it could be a slim gold lehenga in a beautiful textile, but like an Indian gold textile, and a really interesting blouse in a color. So it could be a new look, I think, a full sleeved, interesting fabric blouse and a gold lehenga. I don't know why gold lehenga comes to mind.
Okay, so that's a great point, Pankaj. Pankaj will answer more questions on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. Apt colors for a monsoon wedding outfit.
Well, monsoons, well, you'd want to offset it with color. So I think it had to be like a coral, a beautiful coral, what was it? A question on color, sorry?
Yeah, so it was monsoons. If I'm getting
Yeah.
married in the monsoons, what colors and what outfits would work the best?
Sure, I think it definitely has to be a beautiful, warm pastel, I think. Like a coral pink comes to mind, a watermelony coral pink.
And for the summer, how would the shaped card be different?
The summer, well, you want to see less color in the summer for some reason. So it would be like an icy pastel, like an icy pale pink or an icy pale blue. Even grey. I mean, your mother or mother-in-law might balk at the idea of grey, but a very sophisticated pastel grey, almost like a pearly grey, is a fantastic color to consider.
Lovely. How can I experiment during my wedding period?
I could experiment during my wedding period. Really, it's your special time. You can do whatever you want and whatever makes you happy. It's not just about the clothes. You could have a function or a special occasion. I love the idea of a sundowner party, for example. You know, it's very traditional to do a lunch or a brunch or a dinner, but I love the idea of a sundowner wedding. And one very beautiful girl, Aisha Nigam, got married recently, and she had this lovely sundowner wedding which went on from 2 in the afternoon till 9 in the evening. And I think people are fresher, less tired by the evening. So yeah, why not have a sundowner party, and you can choose a dress which carries you through from 2 in the afternoon till 10 at night.
Okay. Sanjana Anand Singh asks how to make beautiful wedding clothes for all functions affordable.
Sanjana, there's lots of options out there these days, and people are stressing on the fact that clothes have to be not just luxurious and lightweight, but also light on the pocket. So you don't have to spend a bomb, you have to just go out and look for things that you like. There's a lot of designers, from the established ones to the upcoming ones, who are offering all sorts of amazing things. So like anything else, research always helps, and you have to go and look for something that you want, and I'm sure you'll find something in your price point.
What's the art of researching well for wedding clothes?
Well, you have to take a backpack, a bottle of water, and some Nutri bars in your hand, and then be out the whole day on the streets of Delhi or Calcutta. And I would highly recommend going out of the metros and experimenting. Go to an Udaipur, a place like Jaipur, and explore the streets on what they have to offer. I love how India has this sort of talent in the streets or in the lanes. You know, I mean, you can go to Chandni Chowk, of course, but go to Calcutta, go to the south, go to the sari stores in the south. Don't just go to the nearest boutique and, you know, choose something which is hanging there for everybody else to see. But yeah, if you can afford that luxury, why not? Go out there and experiment and research.
Lovely. So take your extra budget and go traveling and find the outfit of your choice. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your very first show at India Couture Week.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoy watching it.
Goodbye. We will see you soon.